China is a major supporter.
China's project.
China now has plans to take over the moon.
If you come across negative coverage about China,
consider this. It might come from a $1.6 billion US government fund. On September 9th, the US House of Representatives passed H.R. 1157, greenlighting $1.6 billion to counter what they call Chinese influence.
1.6 billion is nearly double what CNN spends a year. How will this money be spent? Why is American taxpayers' money being used not for roads, not for healthcare, but to focus on China?
The Chinese Communist Party presents the greatest threat to American values and American national security.
Before diving into H.R. 1157 itself, something interesting caught our attention: China Week.
The US House passed 25 China-related bills in early September. H.R. 1157 is one of them. But why the sudden frenzy? On July 8, 2024, Speaker Mike Johnson previewed his goal at the Hudson Institute.
Our goal is to have a significant package of China-related legislation signed into law by the end of this year.
The bills target various sectors, targeting a wide range of top-performing Chinese companies. The message is clear. If a Chinese company is leading, it becomes a threat in the eyes of US lawmakers.
But let's be honest, the odds of the most of these bills becoming law are slim.
If you watched our last video investigation,
3 sets of numbers that tell all.
You may notice that thousands of China-related bills proposed in the 118th Congress find only 1.5% became law. To be exact, it's 13 laws.
So, what is the big fuss over China Week? Simple. It is pre-election posturing. With the 2024 election right in the corner, Washington lawmakers are scrambling to compete for the limelight and demonstrate their hard stance on China, as if being tough on China is a guarantee to win.
Because the White House has chosen not to confront China and stand for Americans' interests, House Republicans will.
Who are driving the China Week?
A closer look at the sponsors of the 25 bills reveals that many of them come from this group: House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party.
By the way, they just got a wrong name. It is the Communist Party of China, like you call American States United.
This committee, which has been around since January 2023, has been laser focused on pushing legislation that portrays China as the biggest threat to US. Our investigation found that 12 of the 25 bills passed during China Week are directly rooted in recommendations from the committee's May 2023 10 for Taiwan report and its December 2023 economic report.
How will the 1.6 billion be used? And more importantly, will it be worth it?
The bill outlines that the money will be funneled to foreign media outlets and civil society groups over the next 5 years through USAID and the State Department's Global Engagement Center.
Both are US government's white gloves for regime change or covert influence campaigns abroad.
Look at this. The bill supports civil group and media to increase negative stories of Belt and Road Initiative, and the US has its Bible for operation. The playbook comes from the 1st Special Forces Command. In a fictional scenario set in the country of Naruvu, US operatives stoke protests and unrest against Chinese companies, funding social media campaigns and labor disputes to ultimately derail Chinese Belt and Road projects.
This strategy might sound familiar, right? It is the playbook for Cold War era psychological warfare, just updated for the 21st century. Ironically, this kind of influence campaign is exactly what the US condemns when other countries attempt to do it. What is the fallout? H.R. 1157 exposes deep hypocrisy. The US condemns interference, media manipulation, and regime change by its own interference, media manipulation, and regime change.